How you guys doing? This is Johnny back here at MyMixEngineer.com, and today I am going to show you my well overdue top 5 reverbs for 2015. I did one previous. I had a link in the description as well. Check it out. This year, my tastes have changed, of course. So I imported some drums here from a previous session. Here's a loop. All right. So as you can see, I do have some processing on the snare and the drum. Snare and the kick drum. It's a reverb right here on the snare. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. So first reverb, my first go-to reverb is Altiverb 7. It's a convolution reverb, and it's pretty taxing on the CPU, but it sounds magnificent. That's the only way I can say. I love the way it sounds. It has so many features in it. You can add pre-delay, you can dampen it. You have EQ features here as well. You can kind of go into it and do a little more as well. You have the I/O input and output, your mix, dry, wet. You can brighten the room up. You change the size of the room. The reverb tail is very flexible, very flexible. Here you got all kind of rooms that you can actually that pretty much emulate house, cars, as you can see, clubs, music, office, and even has gear that it emulates as well. So right now I'm using the sound on sound room, the live room, the sound on sound, and let's give it a try. Let's see what it sounds like. I'm going to pretty much kind of feed it in as a loop. Take a listen. All right, let's try a different room. Let's try let's go back to the studios here. Let's go with the here. Take a listen to this. Back it out. Okay, as you can see, sounds nice. I love it. It's very flexible. Definitely like it. All right, and my next reverb that I like to go to will be the lexicon. Let's bring that open for you guys. Lexicon has this is the room, but there's the chamber, the hall, the vintage plate, the plate. I think it's a vintage hall, but they sound great, you guys. This right here is actually an algorithmic reverb. It's not a convolution reverb. So check this out. Let's take a listen to it. Alright, so let's change the room. Let's go to tilted room 1. All right, so as you can hear, it sounds nice. I love it. It's pretty flexible, not as flexible as the Altiverb, but it is definitely pretty flexible. You can pretty much do your roll off. You can do some roll offs. You can change the sound of the room, the tails of it. You can do some cuts. You pretty much have to go into it and actually do that early reflections here and everything. So that is the lexicon. Turn it down, and for us Pro Tools users, the old handy dandy Reverb. It never fails me. Right now I got it on set on room 1 large. Let's take a listen. Let's change the room. Room 2. It's a medium room. It's on medium. Let's make it a large. All right, and Reverb, what you see is what you get. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use. You got your pre-delay, decay. You got a high pass filter and a low pass filter, high filter and high cut filter and low pass filter as well. You got the diffuser, and you got basically your dry wet knob. Well, I say a fader slider down here, and you have different types of rooms or reverbs that you can use. Let's go back, and next would be our Verb by Waves. I'm quite sure everybody got their hands on this. Very, very flexible. Is it pleasing on the eye? Yes, as an engineer, well, if you play with it, you'll get very, very familiar with it. Pretty simple. It's right there in your face. Again, let's take a listen to it. I got a preset, the tilted room preset to up. Let's try something. Let's try like a hall. All right, as you can see, sounds nice. You got the same, pretty much some of the same features. You got your dry wet knob, your gain, you got your reverb tail here, or how much reverb. You got your early reflection, decay, diffusion, your size of the room, your timing of the reverb, and your pre-delay. And you got some damping features here, EQ. Then you have an EQ here that you can actually, like a shelf, that you can boost up the top end, take out the top end. You can boost some of the lows, take away some of the lows, so on and so forth. And one that I find myself actually playing with very often, which is the Softube TR 1, and they also have another one that is the TSAR 1R. It's basically a smaller version of this. Matter of fact, I will show it to you guys. There we go. Just a smaller version of the reverb. So let's go back to 1. Alright, so here it has several presets that you can go through. A lot of them, a fairly bit of them. Let's try the Modern Dark Hall. Well, let's try the drum. Did it have one? Let's try a drum plate or drum room. Make sure it's always wet. and you have your reverb. You can dial in some early reflections over reverb. You can change the size of the room here. You can change the size of the diffusion, what type of diffusion, high, medium, low. You actually add some modulations to it, fast, medium, fast, slow, and a random. Down here you have your high cut, you have a tone, you have density, and your timing, and your pre-delay. Let's check it out. Let's give it a listen. And I'm just gonna play around, just pick another preset, and let it loop and let you hear it. And obviously, I'm over exaggerating how much reverb I would actually use on the drums. Alright, so there you go, you guys. We have the TSAR1 and the 1R. We have the Rverb, the handy dandy Dverb, the Lexicon series. Let me move this over here a little bit. And Altiverb 7. 6 is great as well. So there you have it, you guys. My 5 favorite reverbs. So I suggest, give them a try. And hey, what's your favorite reverb? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. And remember, mixing is an art. Be you, stay true. I'm out. Well, I ain't out. I'm still here playing with these reverbs, but you know.
Oops.